Express versus Phoenix. I am commentating with Kenneth.
Hello, people.
And for once, I think my colorblind settings are correct.
Yeah, I saw, I think it was Chronos Aphoria yesterday, and I was going crazy with
Yeah.
the changes in color. They were like opposite, and every time I was like so confused the whole time. Because I'm so used to everything's color that it was so hard for me to concentrate.
Yeah. Well, I have the colors right, but green looks like blue. So either I'm going colorblind or Overwatch's things are messed up.
What do you think this team's gonna run, composition wise?
I am expecting goats from at least one of the sides. I can't say for sure which one. I think Express is going to do it, actually. And then I'm expecting Farah, maybe not on this map, but on another one.
Yeah, I think they have. Well, so far they have no goats. Well, kind of a goat for
For
the
Phoenix,
side.
yeah. And then I know Tidy, he's probably going to switch to Lucio, but
Yeah, most likely gonna play support.
It's also very, yeah, there it is. But with the Mei in there, it's very similar comms, just subbing the Mei for the Brigitte, and they both serve the very similar role.
So they both are running Reaper.
Reaper,
yeah,
Rhine, Zarya.
And Brig. Yeah, that's the only reason.
And Seb already gets a pick on the Battle Axe.
Oh yeah, Reinhardt's gonna follow. So it seems that the first fight is going to...
Yeah, Express coming out strong though.
Yep.
Something I am glad to see out of them. It definitely shows that they're improving, which is good, saying they're one of the newer teams. Actually, the newest team.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do very well next season. They got a good core of players here to
yeah, definitely. But moving forward here, both teams. Yeah, no ults exactly yet, but players on both sides are coming close. One comes in now.
Right now it's like a big throw, but not too much focus fire so far.
Yeah. Def wasn't coming in. Avatar barely makes out of it, but Rocker was not lucky enough, and that is another one fight for Phoenix. It's just if Avatar can make it, and he cannot. Okay.
All the economy is still in Express favor, even though they don't use walls.
Yeah, let's see if they can get a wall coming up here. It looks like they're looking forward to it.
Holy
shat! Oh, grab was unneeded. The fight was already won with Shatter. But, yeah, just Rocco jumping off to prevent those dagger.
That was a really good Shatter. Like, right in the face of Rogo.
Yeah. It just sucks that they threw grab too. That was a little bit unneeded.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's able to get as good as a block though, with Rocco coming up with his Shatter too.
Yep. So they're playing Sombra Fire now, and the Sombras are ready on
Seb gets an early pick too.
I don't think they're gonna make it back on with a full team.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be about half the team, and that's even if they can get there.
Oh.
And the battle Lucio going out, DPS Lucio. 3 for Tidy. Shatter comes in, manages to get the Mei. May's always worth solo shattering, there just wasn't any follow-up. Rocker goes down to Mr. J, and yeah, that's probably going to be about it. It's just going to be cleanup at this point. Yeah, Express is looking really good so far. Zarya is barely able to touch, gets a massive grab, but she's not going to be able to have any follow-up. Rocco is able to make it back to point, but I doubt he's going to be, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what changes Phoenix will need to make to actually balance this out, because right now it's looking like one-sided towards Express.
Yeah, definitely.
they didn't have many answers to step playing Reaper and Jay's aggressive Reinhardt.
My opinion there to at least help with the Reaper would have the Sombra play very defensive and try and hack him when he gets into the back line, preventing any form of escape. So they should be able to single him out and kill him.
Yeah, and there will need to be a lot more cohesion between the tanks on Phoenix side if they want to actually overcome Express tank line, because right now Ruben and Jay are playing really tight together.
Yeah, and it's working really well for them too. They're both playing really well. Things are looking a bit better. Jay charged in, Battle Axe does take the pin there, but Seb does pick off Rocco. Right now there's not really much changes going on. Still Express really dominating this.
Same deal, like Express with the first picks and no answers.
Like, the Pharah is a good idea, but they need to have something besides the Pharah to deal with everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Because Express can just keep doing what they're doing, winning the ground game, and the Pharah is going to be useless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right now it's just like the Express are just destroying the front line of Phoenix every time without
But Zarya does get hacked here. Jade charges Battle Eye really far away and is singled off. They should be able to kill him here. He's hacked too. Okay, that Jay goes down. If Express wants to try and win this fight, they're gonna have to get a pick to turn it around. May gets hacked, so they can push in aggressively without worrying about wall. A lot of damage coming in. Ruben does die.
They're taking too long to kill this.
Yeah, they are. Especially saying picks are coming in now, and they're actually stabilizing. EMP comes in, but they do die. They miss the Moira and Coalescence, which is probably one of the biggest targets you want to hit. Sun Barrier comes in, barely manages to save Tidy in time, but it looks like Express might actually be able to stabilize this. Maybe not. Rocco did get Jay there.
It's a fake rope, or steal the point belongs to Express.
Seb does get, and Tidy finishes off Battle Axe. It looked, yeah.
They're holding it still. Seems that they were able to recover from the early pick.
Recovering, it's currently just Moira trying to back out, yeah. They're gonna have to group up fast if they want a chance at last fight, and they are down in the ult economy.
That was really long fight. It's basically over right now, and it was just one fight. It was like an 80% fight. Yeah.
Reinhardt is hacked, so if Rocco can charge a Shatter and get the same hack off, they might be able to do something here. Grab comes in, does manage to get two people, follows with Barrage. Two people do die, but Avatar does fall to Seb early on. Seb also manages to get Battle Axes. May picks off Rocco. Shawnee does pick off the enemy Moira, though, and that can try to turn things around. Besides the fact Seb is just destroying everything right now. Mercy's on the backup point, staggering this. Almost got the res off. And map 1.
Yeah, I think Phoenix didn't have like an answer to the way Express was going to play.
Yeah, that was just an insane shatter. Holy cow!
That was a disgusting shatter. That's so nasty.
70% of kill participation from Seb too.
Yeah. Yeah, he was involved in basically everything that was going on for Express, and that's very good. That means that they're focusing fire and they're actually fighting together. Because Reaper is very close range, so if he can get that many kill participations, it means that they're fighting alongside with him. So far it's very impressive display from Express.
Yep.
Next map is Hollywood.
Ignore that. I should know the map order better than you should. But that's the one thing I don't worry about memorizing. Okay, both teams are ready, so we can get right back into this.
Initiating match.
Did you do the SR check on these teams?
I did not this game. I probably should get that though. Yeah, I came in here rushed. I didn't really.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, but look at the comps currently. It's a triple tank die from Phoenix with just the two supports, and a defensive stance from Express with just the classic Ren Zarya, the Hanzo Ashe. So it looks like they might be expecting a Pharah, and the
Yeah, like double snipers.
yeah, and the Lucio Honest. I guess triple snipers actually.
It's an interesting comp coming from Phoenix.
It definitely is.
See how coordinated.
It really depends on coordinating with the Hammond to when everyone gets slammed up.
Yeah. Yeah, the Winston dive and the Hammond dive needs to be on point.
On eyes with Winston here. Rocco did mess up his dive, so they're just going to have to go a little bit classic here. Looks like they're putting pressure onto the Hanzo. They did successfully manage to pick him off.
They got the first pick, they got 2 picks.
They should win this. They just have... But Jay...
Oh.
Express is getting some picks to stabilize it. But they do have a lot of their members falling low. Yeah, with Jay falling, they should be able to group up fast and get back before Jay is.
That stagger kill might give them enough time to regroup before Phoenix can actually get back on point.
Bob comes in, and Battle Axe is does die to Tidy, as Ruben finishes off Shawnee, and yeah, that looks like that's going to be that fight there. Yeah, that first fight was very close with Phoenix getting first 2 picks, but Express was able to stabilize from that somehow, and Ruben getting the late stagger kill onto Lucio.
That's the second fight in a row that Lucio gets staggered like that.
Yeah, he might want to try and play a little bit more with his team, I guess. But pushing in off Valkyrie, Shatter comes in, manages to get 3. Grav, yeah, I believe Grav was definitely worth it there. Lots of damage coming in, but Sunbearer does manage to keep everyone up, especially saying the main person to grab was the Reinhardt. Shawnee gets Mr. J as Rocco falls, and Seb successfully managed to pick off Shawnee. And it looks like even with Jay following yet again, Phoenix is not going to be able to win that fight.
Well, for this fight, Phoenix is gonna have the advantage in ult, so let's see how they play it out.
Yeah, they have a lot of ults. For one of them coming in, they're gonna have to try and save the Reinhardt. Lots of damage coming in, but let's see if they're able to get anything out of this. Seb is being doped by Diva in the back line. Is managing to survive right now, but does end up falling. Rocco dealing damage onto Lucio. No pick coming from it yet. Currently, Phoenix is up 3 picks now. They should be able to win this fight, but we have seen Ruben turn around. That is a massive grab. Dragons coming in. Ruben successfully gets 2 from it. The Dragons are too close, and Hanzo dies to the thing. With Shawnee res back up, I believe this is just going to be a 1 fight for Phoenix.
Yep, they finally make it. Jace still trying to contest point.
And gets killed very late. That's not going to be good for his team.
Yep. No one is pushing Payload right now.
They definitely need to keep somebody on it so they can get some ground before Jay got back. but now with nobody on there, they're just gonna basically have it like he never got staggered. Dive both main tanks up onto Seb, which they successfully did manage to get the pick.
Yeah, I think if they keep doing that strategy, it's gonna definitely work out for them because Seb is definitely the biggest threat on Express.
Yeah, and a big shatter coming in, about 3 or 4 people on the ground. And he was nano too, so he was just able to deal lots of damage. Ruben cleaned up. Yeah, but
so Phoenix is coming in with 3 ults for this fight, and then Express also have 3 ults.
So it's gonna be better ult economy should win here.
They need some swap. They're not running triple tank dive anymore. They're playing just regular TPG.
Yeah, Countercharge does come in, and they aren't able to get any kill credits off of that though. Dragon's coming in, splitting up the team as Shawnee falls, and to back on, and actually does manage to, and is able to protect his Reinhardt as Rein's falling low. But Avatar does fall very late in that fight.
I don't know why they keep dying right now. Here, they're starting themselves. They should just pull back all the way to spawn and wait for the spawns and come back all together.
Yeah.
So let's see. Phoenix is close to a point of...
Dynamite does land on 2 people. Blade instantly killed. Shatter coming in does manage to get about 2 people. There isn't follow though because of a good bubble, but Ruben does pick up Battle Axe.
This is not looking
big grab, but it was after everyone was already dead. Definitely a waste of an ult there, and too bad it was so fat too. They have about 10 seconds to try and touch point, and they are up 3 ults compared to 0, so they should hopefully win this upcoming fight. Shatter coming in, I couldn't necessarily see the size, I was flipping people. Moving on to the Lucio, got brought to the back line. Does manage to kill the Reinhardt though. Currently it's 2 picks to 1. Yeah. Bomb now contesting, which is going to be very helpful. Mercy does get singled off and killed. Dynamite comes in, but that is it. A 2nd point hold from Express.
Yeah, it was a very, really good defense after the 2nd point there. Like, they hold it very far up. So if they manage to take the 1st point quickly, they should not have problem to push this all the way.
I definitely agree. And with how aggressive they've been playing it, such, I feel like they should be able to get 1st point with very much ease.
Yeah, everything's gonna come down to the 1st fight. If Phoenix managed to do like a strong 1st fight and hold it, they might create the ult economy to actually full hold. But it's gonna be a snowball from there. It's either they win the 1st fight and they grow from there, or they lose the 1st fight and they lose the whole game.
Exactly. I'm excited to see what they do come out with as a defensive, though, because I've seen some things out of them. Just if they're trying to bring out here. No, a fairly classic defensive comp. Hit scan projectile, Reinhardt, Diva, and then the Mercy Lucio. I'm not going to say anything about Express's comp until it's getting closer, because the Sebastian something that has been seen today that it works very well, but I have no idea how well it works on this map. So I have no idea if they're just messing around or if they're actually doing it.
Yeah. And then Unity. So they should not be playing those comps.
Yeah. Well, I think Phoenix is going to win 1st fight here just because they do have the McCree and the Junkrat, which are both debatably counters to the Bastion and the Symmetra.
Yeah, let's see what they do with the teleport.
I want to watch Seb though, to see if they do anything. It looks like they might be trying to teleport the point. Their original plan looked like it was high ground. No, Seb shoot over there. They're teleporting to the other high ground. Reinhardt comes in. Falls low. Shawnee does pick off Jay, but Ronco does die to Tidy from a snipe. Does get res back up, but there's no barrier to protect the Bastion, so he's just going to be taking a lot of damage. Manages to get the teleporter from behind though, and now the tables have turned. Battle, I tries to get there in time, but Shawnee does pick up Seb. That's going to be a massive pick.
Yeah, that's a very important pick right there.
And but it looks like Express is managing to come back.
Yeah, that was a huge teleport there. They managed to outmaneuver the defensive position that Phoenix had and basically go from there.
Yeah, the fact that they managed to get the teleport off is probably the only reason they end up winning that fight.
Yeah.
Ana does die late, but I don't think they're going to be able to get a recontest. Their supports died too late in the fight.
Now it's gonna be extremely hard to contest the Bastion because it's on payload, it's with the shield.
Yeah, but with how close that fight was, both teams do have a decent amount of ults compared to just the snowball coming in. With Riptire, they're going to have to land it on the Bastion or the Reinhardt. But Seb does manage to pick off the Riptire. Bastion coming in. D.Va is able to eat most of it. Jay does fall to the McCree though. And with High Noon coming in, they might be able... High Noon gets 2. They are going to be able to win this fight. Rocco does fall asleep trying to kill the Ana, but McCree does.
Hello there.
Grav coming in. Gets 2, and Shatter also comes in to help clean it up. Tidy is pushed off to the side. And does manage to demech Battle Axe though. They do successfully kill. Grab comes in. That's a bit questionable, but it worked.
For Jay right there.
But Shawnee gets 2. He alone might be able to turn this around. Gets another 3rd himself.
Let's see, can Shawnee hold these?
He cannot. He did stall for his team though, which should allow time to regroup and contest before time comes.
Oh yeah.
McCree comes behind, is not able to get High Noon off, gets stunned by Stab. Shatter comes in, does get blocked. Well, Transcendence coming in to try and counter a lot of damage coming in. Riptire manages to get 2, and High Noon is Aiden. Or Eden. No, it's Aiden. But Shatter comes in, puts Tidy on the ground. They should be able to finish him. And Express was not able to get that fight. So Phoenix does hold. For now.
Yeah,
like I said though,
there both times. They're getting really huge kills with the Riptire and follow-ups with the mines.
Yeah, they definitely do also have to think Shawnee for even give them the chance to contest.
Yep. So let's see, both teams are kind of dry and out, so it's only D.Va Bomb on Phoenix side, but besides that, there is nothing else going on. Oh, but Shawnee got picked right away by the
They look like they are able to res it. Ana, for the side of Phoenix, seems to be doing a little bit more damage on heal, and that did, she does get a pick though, but in turn they lose Shawnee yet again. Battle Axe does pick off Ruben. Are they going to be able to contest? Okay, they do get to contest. Seb does fall to Battle Axe. They see 9. Okay.
They were actually winning the fight too, so that's really weird. Well, I think Phoenix is improving
They definitely are, but I feel like
more
Express
even
is
now.
improving at a like, well, yeah, it is definitely more even there, but I feel like Express is still like holding the same
Oh
areas
yeah,
with
yeah,
Seb being an
yeah,
issue,
yeah.
but
Right
they did
now,
focus him
Phoenix.
more.
I mean, yeah, Express is the better team right now, but Phoenix is catching up. So let's see what they do on Horizon. See if it's gonna be a 3-0 or Phoenix gonna try to pull one back and give chances for a reverse sweep.
Let's see, next map. It's not Horizon. What is
It's
actually?
Horizon, I think.
It is. Junkertown's map 4, Horizon map 3.
Yeah.
Let's check if either team needs any subs. Okay, Avatar needs a second. I'll ask Jay. Did you see what Malenga's put in captain's chat?
No, not yet. So
You
check
need
it
to
out.
go see, yeah.
Yeah, we should just do it in Spanish just to annoy Jay.
I've been interested in learning Latin. I should just really rush that so I can do one comment, so I can commentate one game in Latin and just mess with everyone.
Wait, are you gonna commentate for the Vatican to watch? Because they're the only ones that speak Latin.
True.
Like the Pope can understand you.
And there's probably somebody
But
in
how you
our
take?
league who knows at least a little bit of Latin.
I mean, some words in Spanish are just Latin. Like every language have a little bit of Latin in it. But
Every
yeah,
Latin-based language.
I mean, scientific words, all of them are in Latin. So if you say one scientific term, you are speaking Latin.
True.
Touche.
Traveling to Horizon Lunar.
Okay, somebody in this league probably knows a little bit of non-common Latin.
Okay.
Initiating.
I really want to see what happens here.
Yeah, this map is just so horrible that you can basically run everything and make a nightmare out of it.
Yeah, this is a map you either do, your team does really well and your team does really bad on it. It can change week to
Yeah.
week.
Yep.
This is one when actually planning for weeks I've just thrown out of the window. I've been like, yeah, we'll come up with something, but we're not going to really work on it too hard. We're just going to be like, if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose.
Yeah.
Because it's too unpredictable compared to what other
Yeah.
ones are.
Yeah. This is by far my uh the map that I like the least.
Yeah.
Not to say I hate it.
See, I don't mind it because I do like the unpredictableness. It's just annoying when you're trying to schedule something and or plan something and it's unpredictable.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just snowball central. Like you lose first point and you have like
And you didn't have somebody do that. If you didn't have like a DPS that was stalling it, you're probably going to get snowballed.
yep.
But looking on the attack of Phoenix here, they have... Yep, they're teleporting the point. Stop copying us, Phoenix.
Let's see how they. Yeah, they're gonna teleport to point. All on
They
point right now.
And they do pick off Seb as he tries to drop. Battle Axe does fall though, so it is equal picks. Jade also falls, so currently Phoenix is in the lead with point control. Zari gets pinned and falls low. Avatar does die though. There's currently trades, but with the fact that yeah, lower numbers are able to defend easier than lower numbers are able to attack.
Yep.
Now it's just if Phoenix can group up in time to try and get a snowball, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
Let's see how they play this out. If they play high ground, they go just 2 points. They play a point where? Let's see.
The Simwall coming in very early.
Press got a Bastion too, so let's see how we...
2 picks from Express already, so it looks like they should hold this next fight.
Oh, we'll see you in fight right now.
Yeah. Bad Ox also gets another one. Ruben falling low on these. Great bubble prevents the shatter from hitting the Moira and Coalescence. Definitely saved her life. And yeah, gets counterpinned though. Is able to keep the Reinhardt up though, and does kill Jay. Riptide coming up top. Rocco was trapped, so he's definitely the target of it.
Don't run point. He's only younger right now. They managed to get a take already.
They did get a tick from this fight. Just are they going to be able to get more of it? Shatter does come in, does get the Zarya, but they had a really good boot coming in for protecting her.
Oh, yeah.
Currently up to 2 ticks now.
Let's see if they manage to...
Seb does get Shawnee, but Rocco does get Tidy in return. Rocco also picks off Seb. That's really big from him. Jade charges and does get Avatar.
They got 2 ticks already, so let's see if
they just have to try and okay, some more stall coming in. Tidy does get booped off, isn't able to touch again. A very quick round 1.
Yeah, it's very impressive from the side of Phoenix, that attack. Like, they just snowball it and they never let it go. Doesn't matter how much stress stalled at the point, they still were getting the picks in favor.
Yep. Now, if Twitch is watching this, he's going to get what I'm saying. But a slightly slower time than viral, exactly how we've been calling Rocco and Shawnee the budget Twitch and Shark. Because it's almost the exact same style of play, just with lower SR.
the great value version. they're gonna watch this and
oh no, we've called that to them to their face. They know it. They know about it.
Oh, okay, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Somehow that's make it better.
The thing is, though, they ran almost the exact same strat that we ran on our attack, and had basically the same effect.
Oh, so shots fire, Phoenix. Shots fire. Be original. Stop being the great value version of Pyro. That's what HR is saying.
Wow. But their defense is different though, so it's fine. But their defense, they're just running a basically a bunker comp, but a Reinhardt instead of an Orisa. And Express's attack, they're going dive here with the Sombra Tracer. So not the most damage, but damage that if focus can definitely pick off a target.
This is the first time I see Express playing something that is not Reinhardt's target.
Yeah, same here.
So let's see. Express is kind of spread.
Being spread though with their comp does kind of work because they can come in from different angles and pincer a single target.
Yeah, let's see who they target. They're going upstairs now.
And Shawnee is to kill Seb. That was fun to watch. Rocco charge India on lots of damage. Nobody dies from it. And as I stand corrected, he against CMAX. And everyone just gets cleaned up, yeah. Sombra is 2,000 years in the air. Years is now a distance term.
It's Phoenix, it's Mercy and Sombra.
And Mercy does get killed. Yeah, grammar.
Yeah, right now the old economy is highly in favor of Phoenix and
Yeah, especially since the
gave up on
switches.
dive and they switched to the normal thing, Reinhardt Zarya.
Yep.
Their bread and butter.
Hey, it works well.
Yeah, it works. Bob. Let's see why this Bob can actually get something. Get still kind of spread.
Morocco does get Mercy though, and Shawnee gets 2 with Riptire. This should be a 1 fight for Phoenix here.
Yep. That's very good. Shawnee's been very effective with the Gengar so far.
Shawnee's been very effective throughout the entire game, let's be honest.
Yeah. They got a Sombra flanking. He's on point right now, going all the way to the back line. And they also have a McCree on the back line. They have 2 people behind the enemy lines on the spread.
If they can survive, it should definitely be very helpful. Shatter coming in.
Oh, Shatter.
Somebody does come in, manage to save. Diva Mech does get pinned. Isn't D-Mech yet. But, there are trades coming in. Bomb does get Ruben too. Currently, Phoenix is in the lead. Jay does get res back up, making the fight back to evil.
What's that? It's risky res, I love it.
Lucio gets stun fan the hammer as Shawnee falls to the Sombra. Rocco does pick up Sombra though and is forcing Jay to back up since he's very low. Shatter comes in and picks off only Rocco, but the boot puts him out of harm's way. Diva bodies the charge but gets demeched for it, and Jay still kills off Rocco. I think Phoenix is gonna be able to stall this out for a bit, but we'll come back and win this. That's actually a really good block.
Yeah. So even though Express is taking the point, I think that was a really long defense. So
It definitely was, but Lucio did die late, so they might be able to steamroll in and get still a decent time.
Yeah, let's see how they manage to avoid getting double here. They will need they're gonna need a big slide here.
Zarya getting trapped, takes a lot of damage, and does die. Shatter comes in as Jay presses, yeah, and Shawnee is able to clean up 2 of them. Seb is left alive, just trying to fan the hammer, but does get picked off by Rocco.
So let's see how Spread's gonna try to avoid the spam damage that Phoenix is putting on them right now, because every time they push, they've been kind of stuck with the taking a lot of damage by Shani.
Yeah. They are going over here though, trying to rotate away from the Junkrat. EMP comes in, that's massive actually. Bomb comes in and picks off Ruben.
How did he get that Diva bomb?
I do not know. High Noon coming off. Beat comes in at the exact moment to negate all damage coming from it, and Soldier does manage to pick up Seb off.
I don't know if he did it on purpose, but that was an amazing pick drop.
It was. It was very risky too, because if he was a second off, that's a waste.
Jay with the ping.
Yeah. I feel like Phoenix is still going to be able to stabilize here. They do have spawn advantage and do have picks. But as I say that, the pick get rezzed and more of them die. So who knows for sure. Rocco left alone on point, just throwing damage. Barrier up now trying to survive. Does die. He is close to Shatter, so it can stall for long enough for him to get back. He should be able to do it. Seb does fall to the tech visor, and Shawnee's back on Genji to stall out of it.
At least they're taking time out of the top of.
Yeah, and that's really big. Rocco's back on the Hammond as Diva's just flying around trying to stall for time too. Shatter comes in, manages to get both Brigitte and the Mora. They both die as Rocco's still just spinning for time. I hope he realizes each time he gets off if he's the only one. And it looks... Nope, they are able to touch point again. And Rocco is coming back. Rocco is going to be doing the spin thing on the edge of the point, but if he gets off for too long, he is going to be C9ing. EMP coming in just to solidify everything, and yeah, they do cap. Definitely with a slower time, but they do end up capping.
Yeah, everything can happen still, but it was a really nice defense because they were able to drain the clock all the way to 2 minutes. So
yeah,
Everything comes down to the first fight again. So let's see if Express can do the same thing that they did in Hollywood and do a really strong first fight to push it all the way, or if not, they are risking themselves to be full hope.
Yep. But like you were saying though, Phoenix is improving throughout this and showing that they are getting more used to how to play against Express.
Yeah, they're adapting. That's always positive to see. But yeah, still is a mountain to climb here if they want to actually make the reverse sweep. But let's see, one map at a
Yeah,
time.
from what I'm telling from or noticing from them though is they're playing similar to how the Koreans did during the first World Cup, where they figured out what the opponent was playing and adapted to change it. They just are
Yeah,
taking a lot longer to do this than you would hope in a team that seems to be trying to adapt to their advantage. If
yeah,
they can definitely learn to adapt like on the fly and stuff like that, they'll definitely be a very hard team to beat.
yeah. Because they look very flexible. That they've been able to switch to a lot of things and play them like decent enough. So
Yeah,
they have the flexibility. It's just like they need maybe the game sense maybe to actually do it faster.
yeah.
So they got Sombra on the back line already. Let's see how they hold it.
Reaper also teleports to point. Is on fire though, but is able to reef out of it. Seb does pick off Shawnee, so
Seb
that's
with
going
the
to be very
creeper.
big. Morocco being pushed by Reaper.
2 picks.
Battle Axe does pick off the... Yeah, that looks like Express is just going to be able to get
That's
that.
3.
Jay does fall though, so who knows for sure. How are people spectating? It's 2 spectators max.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, they managed to do it. Push the
Yeah.
first fight, so let's see if they can snowball all the way or if Phoenix gonna hold second point.
Either way, they did have to wait for people to get back, so they did lose some time. And gave Phoenix time to set up.
Yeah,
But they are taking
they
the
had
same...
about 2 fights. Or maybe just 1.
It depends on how long it takes them to do this.
Yep.
Sombra and
Seb
Seb
with the first
together
pick again.
managed to get that High Noon coming out on top. Gets nobody, but Ronco does take Jay out. And picks are coming in for Express currently. Riptire comes in, doesn't get anyone, and that needed to be big to give them a chance. It's now just going to be trying to get the most time out of this as possible. Raka coming back on the Hammond, trying to stall for time. And with the rest of the team back, because it was such a fast team wipe, they should hopefully be able to stall this until overtime. Even with that EMP coming in.
EMP.
It's getting close. Seb zoning on, does manage to pick off the Tracer as she tries to come back, and 15 seconds about, I think it's actually 14, left on the clock when they cap.
Yeah, so that's an extra minute in case they need it.
4 to 2. Switching sides.
Let's see. Phoenix have 5 minutes and 25 seconds, so they have plenty of time to do it. But let's see if they actually manage to.
I wonder if they're going to try the same attack, because it did work really well for them. But Express is going to be expecting it now.
Yeah. Maybe if I were them, maybe I would just use the same comp, but just change the
Teleport
tactic
location?
of the teleport. Yeah, maybe just go to the high ground first, just to try to cap them off guard or something like that. Because the composition was working, definitely worked.
Yeah, it looks like though that just went to goats.
Yeah.
Attackers
Yeah, they're just gonna play regular goats, it seems.
I mean, goats does work well against the counters to a symmetric comp.
Both teams seems to want to play goats here.
Well, with the fact, Avatar switching to Sombra. Sombra does counter goats pretty well, but they did lose their main support from that and aren't gonna have enough heals if they stick with this. And they are sticking with it. They are going to be Phoenix is going to be very low on heals at the start, and they aren't even push. Oh, they're waiting for the Sombra to let them know what's happening. Very smart on them, saying they have a considerably larger time bank. Any swaps coming out, or the Avatar goes tomorrow after letting everyone know what's going on, and they are just going to continue with goats. That was very smart on there, because they had a large enough time bank to be willing to sacrifice the 15 seconds to get the extra intel.
I agree. So let's see, is this take on point right now?
Rocco tricked in, pin set, but Bubble was up.
Break is down, so
yeah.
one...
And Rocco does manage to demech Ruben. Shatter comes in already, doesn't kill anyone, but the fact he already charged it that fast does give some credit to him. And Rocco does get Jay after Jay gets Shawnee. Rocco also gets Seb. Seb wasted grab there.
Yep, it's just Lucio right now, so...
And they do get Tidy, who I think still long enough for Shawnee to get back. I think it's going to be worth for Phoenix to just try and run in there with their brick coming up on the back line. It does look like that's what they're trying to. Ruben has switched his setup to the Bastion, though. So it's pure pure goats counters, which is smart on their end. Well, it does single them off, but Rocco does manage to pin. Mr. J does get Zarya though, and this can definitely go interesting here.
They should go to point, I think.
I think they're trying to get the Bastion first, which Rocco does manage to pin it. Hammer Down comes in, only gets the Zarya, and they aren't even able to finish her off. She does drop to about half though. Zarya is still alive. Shawnee does pick off Jay though, but does get frozen himself. Bastion has got him back, is able to deal damage. But they are on point finally. Grab comes in, gets only Rocco. Avatar walks into it though. And it looks like Express is going to be able to hold this, just with their spawns coming in.
Both teams gonna have like 3-4 ults for next fight, so let's see how this plays out. But Phoenix have definitely the bigger ults available. They have D.Va Bomb, they have Grab.
That's actually a really good charge, and it disrupted the Reinhardt too. And Shatter comes in, manages to put 2 on the ground, but no follow-up because of the glitchy charge.
Yep.
And it looks like they are going to be able to get this. About 240. So they do have considerably more time.
Let's see if someone can actually pull a full hold on first point.
Yeah. Hey, but this is what we're talking about with this map, though. It can go all the way, or somebody can get full held.
Yeah.
You think we're going to be seeing 6-6?
I don't think so. I think they Phoenix gonna either hold first point or second point. Express gonna run out of time.
Okay.
Because they've been having like long drought fights, like
that is
maybe
true.
1 or 2, yeah. So I think they will have they won't have enough time to actually do the whole thing.
But now Phoenix pulls out the Bastion Sim again on defense.
They're playing like rock, paper, scissors with the compositions. I like it.
Yeah, and they do actually pull the Orisa out this time, which I'm glad, because Orisa is considerably better than Reinhardt in this case.
Oh yeah.
I'm also glad to see Rocco flex.
To
Yeah, I'm also glad to see Rocco flex in his hero pool. But on the side of Express, they're keeping They're keeping what they ran on Oasis. Well, that was their best map too, so I wouldn't really blame them.
Yeah, it seems that they're more comfortable with that comp. Let's see how this works out.
Yeah, but they didn't have to face the Bastion earlier. And Shawnee does get Jay.
and then Express would like to play close quarters. So basically, it's the battle of the strategies.
Yeah.
Phoenix is happy to keep them like the way they are right now. Just hoping for a distance.
And Reinhardt is finally back, but it took them so long to do it. They're gonna struggle to touch point. Zarya is max charge here.
Oh,
They do manage to freeze the Bastion and kill him.
It took too long to actually take the teleport, but that's
Seb does fall though, but Rocco also falls. This is something that can go either way. Jay did charge up, took the D.Va off point, and Avatar does razz Rocco. Rocco picks. It looks like Express is managing to get some picks here. The fact that they're going to be able to get enough, though, is the question. With Sound Barrier coming in, that should just solidify it, yeah. It's just, okay, Phoenix has to group up and make sure they don't give up a tick.
Yeah, if they get a take on the second point, that's going to be huge for Express. Because Phoenix do have more time, but they don't have enough time like to actually raise those in a tick or two on the second point.
Yeah. And Zarya is very far back for Express, but they didn't have time to wait for it. May won't coming up to prevent a lot of damage from coming in. Seb does manage to get the Brig in the backline though. And they give up the tick, they just gave them the tick. Understand they're trying to like play, but they on the high ground, but they still shouldn't have given up a tick.
Yeah, that tick might be a difference between
and that is the point. They got one tick on second point, and I feel like that's going to be a difference. I feel like Express is going to cap first point. Or sorry, Phoenix is going to cap first point. But they are going to falter at second point.
Yep, I agree. That's the thing was basically the difference between unless they manage to snowball like from the first fight all the way through with ult advantage and everything, that thing is gonna make the difference. That's my prediction.
I agree. Well, I'm glad you pulled me into an exciting game and not one where it's just like one team completely dominating the other. Because even though right now Express does have a pretty good control on the game, well, I guess not on this map, but has a pretty good control on the game so far. Everything has still been pretty close. Like Hollywood, all the fights are pretty close. Each team was trading picks. Even on Oasis, both teams were trading picks. Express was just getting more.
Yep. Triple DPS from the last title Express. I think we made this a thing.
Single thing.
Reaper, May, and Jones Rat.
Yeah, just trying to spam damage. Playing really split too, but I guess it works well for that comp.
And Phoenix is just playing goats, regular goats.
And they are just, yep, pushing all around, trying to avoid all the mess that they're going to have to go into. May does have to Ice Cube very early, but lots of damage is coming in from either side, and with Phoenix being down one, they're probably going to lose this fight. Yeah. The fact that Seb died, though, is going to be really big. They don't have a Mercy for res, so if they can group up fast...
That's tire key on the Lucio that might make a difference.
Yet again, the Lucio did get staggered.
Yep.
And Zarya makes it out with her charge. Just in time for the rest of Phoenix to come back. Well, minus the Lucio.
That's very important. Well, they're together now, so they should be pushing right now.
Junkrat drops down out of position. They do manage to capitalize on that and get the pick. Grab comes in, manages to get 3 of them. That is really big. And
Ooh, that's a huge...
Phoenix is going to be able to get this. And they, mind you, Coalescence is used on the side of Express.
Yeah.
But
Express
Express,
only have the Riptide and Shatter. Well, they're gonna have like Lucio maybe for the next fight. But let's see. The Riptide is gonna make a difference. If they start a big Riptide, they might be able to hold it. If not, I think they're gonna get snowball.
and with Phoenix coming in with with considerable amount of time, about maybe 3 fights worth, it's going to be very big. Lots of ults are coming in though. Correction, every ult besides Lucio came in. And yeah, both sides are basically holding on to a Lucio ult and almost coming up on another.
Oh, they're staggering the Diva now.
That's actually really big on them. They took it. They're gonna force them to rush last fight with doing that. Diva Bomb coming in. Lucio got killed in sound barrier. That's a bit fun. Yeah, but they are... Everybody's walled off, yeah. Junkrat does die with... They weren't able to eat that though, so... And with no sound barrier to help them. They do kill the Mei though.
And it's melting everybody.
Yeah. It does look like we are stand corrected. Phoenix is going to be able to get their 3rd point. Because they did manage to get the tick, so even if they lose this, they only have to come in and get point for it. Yep, there it is.
Phoenix managed to pull the win in a very, very close...
Very close game, yeah.
Colony match. Like, typical Ryzen. It's either really quick or really drawn out forever type of battle. But very interesting. They managed to use several different compositions, and at the end of the day, when in doubt, you go.
Yep. Do you think we're going to end up seeing a reverse sweep here, or do you think Express is going to be able to get the last map?
I think it depends Express ability to handle the pressure, because they can be tilted right now. So if they are risking themselves to get reverse sweep, because it's all about checking this defeat, like a partial defeat on this map, and just focus on the next map. Just forget about it. Let it go. But if they are arguing between them, or just like kind of I don't know, like downhearted, that might be the difference between Phoenix doing a reverse sweep.
Okay, I definitely agree. Okay, both teams are asking for a break, a sub for the side of Phoenix along with a bathroom break. And I have no idea why Express wants time. Yet again, though, if this continues how it's going, I'm gonna get another prediction wrong on the talk show.
What was your prediction?
I predicted Phoenix to win with a 3-1, so my prediction's already out the window.
Okay.
The only one I'm getting right at nowadays is just my teams.
Right.
Granted, I should be getting my teams right, though.
I think I messed up a bunch of predictions too, because we actually dropped a map now that
We all predicted you to win 4-0. I just hope you realize that.
Yeah.
So we are very
I'm
disappointed
sorry,
in you.
Sorry, guys. I actually tried, but Valor really played really well. Like, dude, Stevan is insane. Like hands down,
yeah.
insane.
He's inconsistent, though. Because during one of our scrims, the first bit he wasn't like that, but then the second bit he was like hard carry him. Then we faced him in our
Jeez.
game. We got lucky enough to have him not be in one of his hard carry modes, so we only had to worry about Cammy,
Yeah, because I mean, Kami's
which that
Kami.
helped
He's
out quite a
always
bit.
really good. Yeah, because Kami's always he does his numbers because he's a really good genre.
There's
But
only so much you could do
but
as junk.
exactly. So he ended up swapping to Dio and stuff like that, and it was working for them. But Esteban, he was just insane. He was just basically what we ended up doing is okay, Alex, you do it out with Esteban, and we're just gonna do something else right here and try to win
Yeah.
this. So they were killing each other most
Yeah,
of the
but then
game.
also, when we faced Valor, we were trying to focus Cammy by sending Twitch up to the high ground, since
Hmm.
it was also during Hollywood time and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
our comms during the Hollywood map were Twitch screaming the entire time, "Why does he always have two concussion mines on cooldown?" Like Twitch would say, "Okay, he used one mine," and he would go up there to contest him and would get double mined. Like,
Yeah, like Kami is just like the best genre I think. Period.
I gotta agree there. The Junkrat player on my team is probably like, "Are you kidding me?"
No, no, yeah, but I mean, there is a bunch of good genres, but just Kami is just Kami.
Yeah.
He can do so much with just. I mean, genre have a very simple kit. Like it's just the mines, the trap,
But
the
like
bombs, and
learning the projectile speed and all that stuff is really hard because it's
yeah,
a very
it,
weird speed and arc, and Cammy has
yeah, it's the
somehow
physics.
mastered all the physics for it.
Yeah, yeah, that's the impressive part of him.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a game with over 50% weapon accuracy as junk.
Easy. I would say even more. I think that's his average.
I wouldn't go that far, but but at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if that's his average.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I took a lot of bombs from him today, so I would say at least on this game, he was really close to it. Uh,
Yeah, now we're just waiting on one player from Phoenix.
all right.
Until
And
they
they
wanted to
did a
do
swap.
the. Yeah, they swapped Madrid, and let's see, who did they put out again? They
Um,
Shawnee.
Shani, they took
Yeah,
out, took off Shani for Real Madrid.
that makes
I never seen Madrid before play before, so
that makes me think they're going to
I
be
wonder
trying
what it
something
plays.
goats here because Shawnee is very good on the DPS role and has been doing a lot for Phoenix. So taking him out
Hmm.
unless they're trying to run goats really confuses me.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know why. Maybe Madrid also plays DPS. So.
But at the same time, Shawnee's been doing so much. I would
Oh
swap
yeah,
out the other DPS instead of Shawnee.
yeah. Maybe it was a forced swap. It wasn't voluntary. Maybe just like Shani had to go or something. I don't
That
know.
is true.
We'll see. I like how both teams are have matching icons. I love that. I honestly would like to see every team in the league doing that.
My team did it for a little bit, and it wasn't matching icons. It was having four of the same Reinhardt icon and two. I know it's not matching, but there's synergy.
Nah, nah.
Since one of our players plays on the on a different account than his main, but his main SR is listed and it's checked with all the admins. For any captain, hold on, sorry. For the amount of times I've been asked this question, his main is confirmed with the admins. It's fine.
That, that's Gandhi, right?
Yeah. And because his account's a low level, he doesn't always have all the custom ones, and we can't agree on a team because somebody's like, okay, let's do this team, and says, hey, no, I like this team, and they're rivals. Okay, let's try this team. Nope, they're rivals with my favorite team, and it just goes back and forth like that. Okay, both teams are ready now.
But we just use Spark because it's pink and it's cool. But besides that, what we're doing before Sparks was available, it was like each week we use the icon of their favorite team or someone in the team. Like that. One week one chose the icon, the other week the other one chose the icon,
That makes
and
sense.
so
Like,
on.
yeah, today we just had everyone running their favorites. So we had an Atlanta Rain, we had a Gladiators, we had a I can't remember where this team is from now. I'm sad. The team that's orange, like not Spitfire, but the other orange team.
Uh, Shendu Hunters.
They were there season 1.
Fusion, Philadelphia
Yeah,
Fusion.
Philadelphia Fusion. We had one Fusion.
Yeah, Atlanta Rain and Philadelphia Fusion are my favorite teams.
I just like Dufran. Like that's really the only thing. Granted, everyone does. So
And he played Torp on his first game.
yeah, I mean, who doesn't like him for that?
Yeah, right. That's ballsy, you know.
Yeah, but I'm a Gladiators fan. I was born like 20 minutes from LA, and with the Chargers moving away, and me not liking Valiant, Gladiators are really my only team because I don't pay attention to any other sports. But pirate ship, yay! Maybe Madrid is a Bastion one trick, and that's why they brought him in. It doesn't seem to be working well though.
I need one of those in perfect, like a Bastion one. That's how you're gonna play.
I really hope that I was right though, and he is actually a Bastion one trick. I'm gonna be honest, like I haven't seen much of him, but I feel like Shawnee did better when he was on Bastion.
I agree.
And the swaps have came in to Brigitte. So yeah, like I was right. It's probably just like Bastion or support player, support or tank. But Tidy does fall. Yeah. Lots of damage coming in now. Hog misses hook on Diva. Really don't know how that happens.
They got a handful behind, but they need to do it.
Yeah, he does get pulled off though. That doesn't matter. He has wall climb. High noon coming in. Mercy is able to get out of the sight line, so she is going to be safe. Hat comes in before he could shoot. Actually, as he was shooting, so that's cool to see.
So let's see if they can actually clear the point from here, or they're just gonna.
Yeah,
They should be able to.
trades. There are trades though, so that is a difference.
Yeah, it's just throw hook so far on point.
Yeah, it looks like even with the Diva feeding, they should be able to get this. Yeah. If you had an unlimited team size, would you just get like a bunch of 2 tricks and just change them depending on the different maps?
This is like a philosophy. I would like someone really good in one hero. than
So
someone
Alexis
that
on
is
Widow?
average in out of them. Exactly. Yeah, I like Spectre. I think their skill ceiling is
With
way
Bomb
higher.
coming in, takes out Jay and Supercharger though. Yeah, but no, I do have to agree with what you're saying. I mean, that's basically the entirety of our team. Twitch on Genji and stuff like that. Like, he can flex to other heroes okay, but he's better on Genji and Pharah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way we build an imperfect too. Like everybody have a role, everybody have like a hero pool, and we just stick to what we're good at. That's it. So,
Yep. Flex only if it's getting hard countered.
Exactly, and within your hero pool, like we don't do like crazy flex just because it's like the player of the month. We just play stuff that we can feel comfortable with too.
Yeah. D.Va's almost out of mech. They do successfully manage to get her out of mech with some shots. EMP comes in, causes a lot of people to go low, but Transcendence does come in. Avatar person triangle himself. Madrid was like way in the yeah.
I think they need to switch off the Orisa.
I agree. Just go pure goats here.
Yeah, just go pure goat. Or if you're gonna keep the Sombra, still get a Reinhardt.
Yeah. Up and they swap to the Reinhardt and the Mar. Yeah, it's basically goats with the Sombra now, but the Sombra can still work really well here.
Yep. So and then Express have Ash on the 3, so that's like double his scan basically.
And Tidy manages to pick up the Sombra. As Moira falls too. Yeah. They should just try and back out. And with people falling faster and faster, they just have to try and get out with what they have left.
Not much time left, so
yeah.
Let's see if Phoenix can actually manage to get to the payload this fight.
They do, but the question is this going to be a long drawn out fight and cause last fight to be rushed, or is it just going to be ended pretty quickly? Bomb coming in, good placement, does manage to get 2. That's actually really big. Sub up, DM in his face, but he does still manage to get the Brigitte and D.Va mech. Zarya is flanking, doing lots of damage to him, but he is fine. Seb somehow avoided Shatter, though. It does look like, though, they are going to clean it up, yeah. And Phoenix gets point 2.
They get more time. Even more important than the point right now. I like Blizzard World. It's one of those maps that you can play like a bunch of stuff, even though most people do Fire Chick. It's one of those maps that you can play it just time without everything.
Yeah. Grab coming in. Managed to get 2. But would you ever run 60 PS in like a league game?
No.
I lost a comp game to 60 PS.
Wow, that's bad. I lost once to 5 on a healer, to be honest.
It was 5 in a Lucio for a while, but it ended up turning to 6.
So...
It was like the thing is, they were like flankers and then a launch of frontline damage dealers. So it was just split, trying to figure out where to come from and stuff like that. Riptire coming in from Seb though, manages to get the Brigitte, who tried to shield bash it to death. Unneeded Coalescence comes in.
Yeah, right now I think Phoenix is kind of panicking right now because they should have regrouped a long time ago or just die quickly.
Yeah, and they definitely shouldn't have used Coalescence.
Yep.
Getting the pick on the sub though is going to be really big here.
They're gonna be just dashing to the point right now.
Both grabs come in, Transcendence to counter one of them. Nothing to counter the other. Shatter is blocked. Bomb coming in. Able to get no one. I was really expecting something from there. Seb does get 2. Riptire comes in, manages to demech D.Va. As Ruben finishes off the baby. Avatar dies on the moment of hidden triangle, and that is going to be Phoenix's attack. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's definitely a holdable area.
Yeah, I think it's doable.
Initiating match. Ready.
So what do you think that they're gonna do in offense now, Express? Are you thinking they're gonna
Um,
go pirate ship or?
it does look like that's what they're doing, but kind of. But I feel like it just doesn't work their playstyle. They're naturally aggressive, so they shouldn't try and hold it back by playing payload.
In 30 seconds.
I agree.
I feel like they should keep the Mei and switch the Bastion or switch the Ana to a Lucio, go Mercy Lucio, and Bastion to like a Diva or a Zarya, and just try and use their aggression and rush them, and then like keep the Lucio or somebody on point, or maybe
Finn is gonna do the same thing that we did in the.
we did
our
this
defense.
too. We were spawn camping too. Rocco
That's a
did better
big
than me
away.
though. I missed my pin and got killed instantly. Seb does manage to pick off the Zarya though before dying. There is a lawn chair underneath the payload right now if you want to see that.
There is a what?
A lawn chair underneath the payload. Jay picks up Avatar. Seb also picks up Rocco. It looks like Express is figuring out what to do.
Yeah,
Is
the
it
good
still...
thing about doing this far forward defense is that you're gonna have a chance to do like a nicer group and at least a second fight before they take point.
Yeah. The payload just dragged a lawn chair so far. Watching Rocco here. Okay, he's taking Jay off the map. Stab, pressing triangle. Doesn't manage to get anyone. Right now things are split. Even. Okay. Never mind.
Come on. So it seems that Express gonna take point.
Yep. Like, don't get me wrong. I like a classic Ryan charge the enemy Ryan off the map. I just don't know if that was the greatest situation to do it.
Yeah, I think with them running pirate ship, they needed the Rhine shield.
They would have needed to take the Bastion off the map if they were going to choose anyone.
Exactly.
Which I totally haven't done in a League game before. On this map. Shatter comes in, manages to get one, but no damage. Big counter Shatter.
A really big shatter there.
Sunberry comes in, tries to protect people, but Express is still getting picks. As Lucio just dances on the payload and stalls for a lot longer than he should have been able to. But that also staggers himself in the process.
Let's see if they can.
They got behind the Bastion, and he somehow got out alive. Mail coming in, along with the Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb gets Seb, that's actually massive. Ronco pins J2, currently up 1. And Battle Axe also picks off Ruben. And it looks like that Phoenix is able to stabilize here.
Just Ana right now, and they stagger her too. That's good.
Very good picks from them.
And they managed to get Sep off Bastion, so now they got John Red. So
It's easier to deal with a Junkrat than a Bastion, in my opinion.
Yep. So that's like a small tactical window.
Yeah. Shatter comes in, manages to get a few. Nobody dies from it though. A lot of people go low, but nobody dies. Reaper gets cornered off by Battle Axe, but it doesn't matter. Shatter comes in along with a Death Blossom combo. Yeah, that's gonna be second point right there. They're gonna have to try and group it fast.
Yeah. And if Phoenix doesn't hurry up, that might be even game.
I feel like they're gonna be able to get somebody to touch. It's just not gonna be a full team. Ana is in the back line. Okay. Let's watch this Ana sniping in the back line. Ana manages to land asleep on the Rhine.
A huge pick right there.
Battle Axe does manage to get Seb, but Seb gets 2 in return. And gets rest.
I think
that's gonna be it. And that is it. Express wins 3-1.
3-1. Very, very interesting game though. Like
it definitely was. It was pretty close too.
Yeah, it could have gone. At least this map could have gone both ways, and also could have been like Horizon and Hollywood. The only one that was really decisive was Oasis.
Yeah, but at the same time, like how we were talking about how Phoenix changes and adapts to what the other team is doing, I feel like that was part of the reason why Oasis was so one-sided.
Yep. I agree. And it's good to see Express like performing this way, like that they only been like together for a couple weeks, so that's also very interesting to see playing at this level so quickly. They're gonna be a really interesting team for next season too.
They definitely will. I do agree. Well, who do you want to interview first?
So should we do like
Express first since they won? I would say Express first since they won.
Okay, yeah, let's do Express. Let's do Jay and Sep.
Okay. Please don't be in a group. They are in a group. Okay.
And then
want me to make a party or?
With Express. I mean, ask them to join group. Like they can.
Oh yeah. I mean, fair point.
Yeah, they're the ones that need to be interviewed.
I'm just gonna tag them in general.
Yeah, and then from Phoenix, I would like to see Avatar and Jesus, maybe.
Okay. If they're still here. Hello, Jay. Good
Hello.
game.
Thank you. Just winning on Seb.
Yeah. You guys threw off my prediction from the talk show. Another one I got wrong.
Yeah, we talked about it. And I get like, so they predicted us to lose, so we're gonna prove them wrong by winning for her. Well, it didn't happen. We still won, so.
Yep.
But it was a really good job, though. Like, it was a really fun game to watch, and you guys performed it really well, especially in
Thank
Oasis.
you. What is it, my?
Hey, Sub.
My boys, my girls, my boys, my girls. Wait, what?
Why do you have to expose me like that?
Oof.
That's a big oof.
But
Jesus Christ, that game was hard.
yeah, it seemed like a pretty close game, and it seemed like you were doing a lot there. Your Reaper.
I'm actually sweating, like I just looking at yourselves.
Yeah, the Reaper seemed to be an issue for the map 1 and a little bit of 2.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a
Not
good
that
game.
much.
What do you think your strongest area was throughout that, though?
Dude, the first map, we had perfect comms. We didn't, like, we barely died
Look, they didn't
at
they
all.
didn't won a single team fight, I think.
On the first
Yeah.
map, yeah.
First map was so
So that's good.
one-sided.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
was very. It was too.
Like we were
100%
really
twice.
organized and we know what to do and like what our roles, like there and our strat was really good also. We practiced a lot, well a lot. One practice that lasted forever.
Let's be honest, that's a lot for this league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Honest,
it seemed to work
I
out
saw
well.
your Ryan plays last game too.
Wait,
I
what
was
was?
commentating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Next one.
Are we just waiting for them?
No. Moving on to the next question. What do you think your weakest area was during that?
Dude, we had a hard time when they ran Sim.
Like their first attack on the horizon was really cheesy. We didn't expect it. That was like, oh wait, they're running this, so we had our time to adapt, and like we lose the first team fight like immediately.
Yeah.
Even second team fight, like, we almost lost, and third we lost. It was really hard, because after that, our comms got really blurry, and, like, we all mixed up, people switched without having to, and stuff, and that really, like, screwed with us.
Okay.
I got a question to piggyback on that one. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys should do to like, or you guys could have done to improve in Horizon map, like differently?
Just be more ready to the comp, and to be honest, just like be ready and like so watch the comp, adapt, and like just be better than them. Like we shouldn't like just like watch it and lose and like just crumble like that. We should like just overcome
We should've-
ourselves and just be better.
Like, actually do something about it, instead of just, like,
Watching
talking
it.
about it and watching it happen.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's good to know that you at least figured out what you could have improved on.
Yeah. Well, the rest was pretty good. And honestly, that one sim play, like, it fucked our comms for the entire game. Fucked our strats, it fucked everything. Like,
So,
it just
like-
messed up everything.
Some people earlier, the commentators of my game, were saying Sims should be banned in this league. What are your opinions on that?
Well, no.
Do you
'cause
support? Do you
Sim is,
second the option?
Sim is no, actually
It's
no.
a
Because
hero.
Sim is
You can't ban a hero. It's,
I know
it's
you
in the
can.
game.
Yeah.
but it's a good hero. But it's just like when you're not
You have
ready to play against it, well, it's really bad. But
That is
if you're
true.
ready to play against it, like
Like, we should have expected it, because we ran it last map.
yeah, exactly.
We honestly
But
should have
no,
expected it.
because Sim
but
is
no.
like great option for comp. Like you can TP a Bastion, you can TP your whole team.
Yeah.
Like it's opening to a lot of comps. So I think Sim is a really interesting hero. Annoying to play against, but still. So if you just like know how to counter it, it's a good hero. So it's I don't think you should.
Friendly
That is true.
advice, whenever you prepare to meet a team, try to watch their previous games, because Phoenix actually always, I mean, recently they've been doing the goats with Sim to point often. They did it to us, they did it to the next fact. They've been doing it since the Horizon was in the map rotation. So if you guys actually watched the games, you guys will have to
Yeah, we
prepare
didn't.
for it.
We weren't
So,
really ready. We didn't even have a scrim this week. Neither
Yeah.
last week. We didn't even play last week.
yeah, I think that a lot of teams in this league does that very often. They just show up and play. They don't like kind of prepare.
Well, we
for the
had
game.
a long practice of like 2 hours yesterday, like 12
Yeah,
p.m.
and like we had new players too, new faces.
That's cool.
Well, overall, it seemed out to work well for you.
Actually, I was impressed. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
impressed by your team's performance. I think that you guys are a really good team.
Thank
Well,
you.
we had 2 players we haven't even played yet. And one of our players had to leave almost had to leave. And that was really stressful. Overall, I think we played good. Well, I mean, the other team really played good too. Like, probably not that much on the first map, but they picked themselves up.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
I
the
just
others
hope
were.
that Valkyrie is ready for next week.
You're gonna give them their next win, right? Just give. Are you gonna
Mm,
roll? Are you gonna roll or
Yeah,
give them a win?
we're gonna give them their second win.
No, we're not gonna roll. We're gonna shoot you. That's it.
We're not gonna roll. We're gonna shoot you, bro.
Yeah,
We're gonna
roll
shoot you
is
there
not a
with
word.
the Arctic. Anything else?
I can't think of anything, Kenneth.
Alright.
I think I'm just glad that to see Express performing so well. I'm just kind of excited to see you guys on next season. But
Yeah.
besides that, I just want to say good game, congratulations on your performance, and good luck on next week.
Thank you. Thanks for commentating last second.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Alright. Yeah, I would say great commentating, but I haven't watched it yet, so.
You also don't want to say that just so people don't get suspicious of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for commentating.
I think we did a decent job, H and I, even though we just kind of jumped in last second. I think it was
Yeah.
you guys will enjoy it.
I'll see that. I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
Shoot
Yeah, shoot you.
So that's all
Alright.
for me.
Yep.
Alright. Bye, boys.
Well, Phoenix all left, so. Want me to tag some of them and see if they're willing to come back?
Yeah, let's just give them a few seconds to
Wait, so who
actually
did we want
reply
to
and
do?
see if they even want to. I mean, we can at least get Avatar in here if no one else wants to.
I want us
It was
Avatar and
supposed to
Shawnee,
be Avatar and Jesus. Yeah.
since Shawnee's talking in chat.
Oh, he said Avatar said that he got to go, so
Okay,
no
then.
interviews.
I guess we can do Shawnee, since he said he just legit asked me, please. Okay, Shawnee can.
All right.
Should we get a sec? I'll tag the Jesus and see if he can. I don't think I'm friends with either one of them.
Me neither.
Let's see. SSS. I am not friends with Shawnee, and I know for a fact I'm not friends with the other one. Okay. Actually, it's gonna be boring to have a blue screen, so do you want to friend them? Since it doesn't. You do Shawnee, and I'll do, Jay Keezus, or however he's wants it said.
Toys.
And Jay Keezus. Okay, we're doing Shawnee solo.
Okay.
Or we're... Okay, Rocco apparently is online. And I'm friends with him, so I'll invite him. Unless he unfriend... Nope, there he is.
I'm adding Shani right now.
Okay. I invited Rocco.
I can add them. It has some things in the settings that doesn't let me add Shani. So he will need to add us.
Try now. I said it shouldn't be like that. That's weird. So I think I accident. Okay, it does. I'm glad this PS4 screen doesn't show up because when I was searching Shawnee's name, a bunch of friends that I haven't talked to in about 2 years popped up with their real names. So I would have just exposed like 4 people. Hello, I think you're doing it solo because legit nobody else from your team is responding.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? Good game. You made it. You at least got a map and it wasn't a 4-0.
Yeah,
And you
I
were.
think I grabbed like two.
Yeah, that too. I I forgot that there was a Czar on your team and I thought you guys threw that actually.
Okay.
But yeah. Overall you did pretty well. And you, in my opinion, were doing some of the most work on your team, like getting the most at least visible picks. You might have just been stealing final blows,
Nah,
but
dude, I don't think that. I think I didn't get enough picks, honestly. But I did damage at least, so that could get like the tank to do stuff. Yeah.
yeah, true. Yeah, but overall good game. What do you think your team's strongest area during that was?
Same Omega Low.
Similar. Okay.
It's true, dude. Honestly, that carried us.
It is a fun
But
strat to play on that map.
it was fun, and like for Horizon, we were all yelling like, "Sorry, sorry, sorry!" Yeah. Like that stuff happened. It was like crazy, honestly.
Yeah. What do you think your weakest area was during that, or maybe an area that you struggled with but
Not
improved on?
not focusing on the same targets and comms. We were kind of lacking on going to the same person instead of we just going for two people. But yeah.
Okay. Well, do you guys think you're gonna be able to improve on that or make your comms
Definitely.
clear? Okay, that's good to hear.
We just need to scrim more, and we need to do more. We need to do more practices and like at least get
Get more time together and
at least
such.
get better stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of any more questions, and I think Ken FDC'd, so I think that is going to be all. Unless you have anything you want to add.
Nah. See ya.
Okay, see you around.
Bye.
Good game.